Right now at 5:30, Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis making headlines again after her legal team announced she had a private meeting with the Pope.
Also on WKYT this morning, Lexington police are investigating after a shot was fired right into an apartment.
And a woman on death row in Georgia has become the first woman to be executed there in 70 years.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you here on this Wednesday, the last day of September. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Hope it's starting off to be a good one for you. It is a little bit of a wet start to your Wednesday.
Yeah, the rain is lingering. So let's check in with Micah and see what's going on out there. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, whether you have drizzle, sprinkles, or even a couple of rain showers, we have a couple of rain showers outside in our viewing area at this moment, sliding through Fayette County, heading over toward Clark County, and then a few more blips here and there down toward your southwest. The main bulk of the action is back towards 65. So that's heading our direction. But even when you do not see some of this, the low clouds, that's putting off some of that drizzle, some of that, those sprinkles that radar just finds it hard to pick up on. So it's still out there for most people. It's going to be a wet go at it this morning. You can see wet roadways there in Frankfort at the Frankfort Cam 24-hour planner. We get into the afternoon, we go from 63 to 65. So the temperatures aren't really going to change that much. Neither is the sky condition. It looks pretty wet for some. We'll get into that when we can start to see some dry days, because it might take a while, and also a weird weekend forecast. I'll get into that in about 10 minutes.
Okay, we'll see you with all that in a bit. Thank you very much. Let's get to the news now. Embattled Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis is making headlines once again.
Her legal team that says she had a private meeting with the Pope during his visit to the United States. And WKYT's Mark Barber is on our live desk with a look at this historic meeting. How long was it with the Pope?
Good morning, Rebecca. It was a brief meeting, about 15 minutes long, and Kim Davis's attorneys say that this shows that her story has now been heard around the world by political and religious leaders. They say on Thursday it led to that private meeting with Pope Francis. We're told that they met at the Vatican Embassy in Washington, D.C. on Thursday, again at the Pope's request. Now, we do not have any pictures of the private meeting. Davis's attorneys tell us that the Vatican has not released them yet. The Rowan County Clerk's legal team says during the brief meeting, the Pope thanked Davis for her courage and told her to stay strong. In a statement, Davis later said, quote, "I never thought I would meet the Pope. Who am I to have this rare opportunity? I'm just a county clerk who loves Jesus and desires with all my heart to serve him." End quote. Davis made headlines around the world after defying court orders to issue marriage licenses. She says issuing those licenses to gay couples violates her belief that God created marriage to be between a man and a woman. The Pope weighed in on the controversy on his flight back to Rome. He said government officials have the human right to disobey the law if it violates their conscience. Governor Steve Beshear disagrees. He says Davis took an oath.
When they ran for office and they raised their hand and took that oath to uphold the Constitution and laws of the country and the state, they gave up a little bit of their personal right to act in their official capacity.
Now, Davis's attorney tells us that before her meeting with the Pope wrapped up, the Pope reportedly gave her and her husband a rosary that he had blessed. Davis says that her parents are Catholic, so she will give them that rosary. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you very much. New this morning, Lexington police are searching for suspects after a bullet was fired into an apartment. It happened around midnight this morning at Tates Creek Village Apartments on Kirk Levington Drive. Officers tell us two people were inside the apartment when the bullet came in. They say they don't have any description of a possible suspect.
New this morning, a Lexington man is behind bars charged in connection with a home invasion that happened last week. 25-year-old Michael Walls is charged with 2 counts of burglary. That home invasion happened at a home on Mount Foraker Drive. Police say he broke into the home and then shot the man who lives there. According to an arrest citation, Walls admitted to the crime. Happening today, a man in Pulaski County accused of dozens of charges of kidnapping and wanton endangerment is set to face a judge. James Long is accused of blocking a bus in the Foxhaven subdivision earlier this month and keeping it from moving. At his arraignment, Long pleaded not guilty to the charges. He's currently wearing an ankle monitor and is only allowed to leave his work I should say, to go to work.
It's been nearly 2 weeks since a fire destroyed their home, and now an Anderson County family of 9 is asking for some help. Since the fire, the McRoberts family has been living in a hotel in Frankfort. They tell us they're having a hard time recovering after the fire. They say insurance is paying for part of the damage, but not for everything. The family says their lives have been turned upside down since the fire.
Stressful because we're all crammed up in 2 little bitty hotel rooms, and we're not sure when we're going to go home.
The family plans to rebuild their home in Anderson County. A GoFundMe page has been set up to help them. We have a link to that at WKYT.com.
Well, voters in Berea have approved alcohol sales by the drink in restaurants. The referendum passed by more than 300 votes during the special election. Berea restaurants that seat at least 50 people and make at least 70% of their sales off food will be allowed now to sell alcohol by the drink. However, you still will not be able to buy alcohol at the stores. At midnight, the federal government could shut down if certain measures are not passed. A spending bill that would keep the government funded through December is now working its way through the House and the Senate. If that motion is not passed, federal employees who are not essential would be on furlough, including those for national parks departments and NASA.
A proposal by 2 Kentucky lawmakers to start the school year later isn't going over well with some school officials. According to our partners at the Herald-Leader, the Kentucky School Boards Association is opposing a proposal that would prevent schools from starting classes earlier than the Monday closest to August 26th. The board says that the start date should be left up to each school board. Senators Damon Thayer and Chris Girdler announced their proposal. They say a later start date would help students. The Fayette County Sheriff's Office says this year's property tax bills are in the mail. The Sheriff's Office says it sent out the bills Monday. Property tax payments made or postmarked by November 1st will receive a 2% discount, and property owners who don't make payments by December 31st will receive a penalty.
A warning this morning for people looking to rent a home in the Lexington area. Realtors say beware of the scraping scam. It has reappeared. Realtor Meredith Lane owns a 3-bedroom home on Zandale in Lexington. She says she received a lot of calls from people who wanted to rent it after seeing it listed on Craigslist. Lane says those people called her when they realized there was no open house at the home. She says a Texas man is ripping people off by swiping information from house listings, also known as scraping. Lane says he asked for $600 in rent up front and $600 for a deposit sent to a router number.
A man accused of planning and funding an attack on a woman at a Louisville bar has been arrested. Charles Fambro Jr. was arrested Monday on a charge of solicitation. Police say the woman he allegedly paid to have attacked is recovering. However, she's had multiple surgeries and her jaw is wired shut. The 2 men who police say Fambro hired told officers that Fambro was angry that the woman had scratched his motorcycle.
For the first time in 70 years, the state of Georgia has executed a woman on death row. Kelly Gissendanner was sentenced to death in 1998 for being the mastermind behind her husband's murder. Police say she plotted with her boyfriend, Gregory Owen, to kill Douglas Gissendanner. Owen is now serving a life sentence for the crime. While she had many people advocating for her removal from death row, including the Pope, the parole board disagreed.
If Kelly has experienced this transformation, if she's ministered to all these women in prison, then why are we killing her?
Gissendanner is the 35th person put to death by legal execution in Georgia.
5:38 is our time this morning on WKYT, and a Minnesota woman is now charged with vandalizing the office of the dentist who killed Cecil the Lion. Witnesses caught Kimberly Socha and 2 other Florida women spray painting a sign yesterday. Protesters want Dr. Walter Palmer to be extradited to Africa to face poaching charges. But Palmer says that he did not know the lion was famous and is not charged with a crime. Only Socha now faces charges.
Happening now, dozens of people are lined up outside Memorial Coliseum in the official lineup for Big Blue Madness
They
tickets.
are excited out there. Many already have been waiting since Monday across the street, but they rushed right over at about 5 o'clock this morning to secure their spot in line. And let's go out to WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain live from campus with a look at the madness before the madness. Michelle, good morning.
It was chaotic. Hundreds of people lined up from Lexington Avenue all the way down to Rose Street to begin the official camp out for Big Blue Madness. Now, I was surprised. It was supposed to begin at 5 o'clock this morning. A couple of minutes till, all of a sudden people started rushing over to set up their tents. I even watched one poor guy take a dive into the grass. It was like he was sliding into home plate just to get his spot. He ended up limping off, but he did get a spot. He said he was okay. I also met a man who has been here since Sunday wanting a ticket for his 76-year-old mother, Betty Wilson. Her nickname, Nanny Wildcat. He did get a spot.
Everything's going great across the street, and then next thing you know, it's chaos.
And it was definitely chaos. Now, due to construction on campus, camping space is different this year. They have a max of 500 spaces usually. This year, they say they'll probably only have about 400. Now, these people are camping out for tickets that won't be given out until Friday night at 10 o'clock. And Big Blue Madness is set to take place October 16th at 7 o'clock. Live in Lexington, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Exciting times, no doubt about it. Thank you very much, Michelle. And the fall meet begins at Keeneland on Friday, another exciting day. And track leaders are preparing for some extra excitement this meet because of the Breeders' Cup that will follow. Keeneland will host the Breeders' Cup for the first time October 30th and 31st. Because of that, the track is expecting bigger crowds than usual for the fall meet.
And we've already had people from all over the world who've told us that they are coming. They've not been able to come for a number of years, but they wouldn't miss this experience and the opportunity to be here.
Keeneland leaders say that they are making it easier for fans to come onto the grounds off Van Meter Road. They're also coming up with some alternative plans for parking, and they're increasing shuttle service as well to handle the extra crowds. So a lot of folks are, will probably be at Keeneland for the first time this year.
Yeah.
From around the world.
Well, yeah, because then the Breeders' Cup, so it's a lot of action for Keeneland.
Let's check live drive traffic this morning, see what's going on as we roll toward 542 on your Wednesday morning.
Looking okay, not seeing too many issues. Of course, it is a rainy start to your morning. Could be slick, so allow for some extra travel time this morning.
All right, and hopefully there aren't any deep patches of water, but we'll watch as the morning goes along here and we get some of those showers continuing to roll through. Still a lot more coming up on WKYT this morning. Hope you'll stay right there with us.
A heartwarming reunion after decades for a former nurse and her patient. We'll show you more of their happy reunion after the break.
And we're looking at more rain in the forecast for today, tomorrow, Friday, maybe your weekend too. Got a lot to talk about. Very active forecast in store, and I'll have that coming up next.